My name is Sam Gerberding. I'm the general manager here at Inn of the Governors and Del Charro. Well, I think it deepens the experience for people. It deepens the connection to the restaurant. So when you're watching, for example, an advertisement about a restaurant near the hotel, and they're associating their experience with maybe going to southern New Mexico for the day just to see some things and coming back and having dinner that night, suddenly now it's like the whole thing is the experience. It's not just, oh, go eat food. It's finish your amazing day in New Mexico at this place and cap off the experience. So I think it's a wonderful concept. And the same thing goes for the in-room experience. When guests sit down and are orienting themselves to the hotel, and then suddenly within that orientation and becoming aware of our services, they simultaneously become aware of New Mexico experiences and other businesses that can augment that. It's a win. It's one, I'll say it's been nice to know what's on the in-room channel. Christina with Hutton has done a fine job of making sure I know each week what's on there. And it's really been thoughtfully catered to what our guests would expect. So again, it's not like they're being asked to see an advertisement for something that's a disconnect to where they are and what they're doing. As one example, a lot of people stay at the hotel, enough that I've noticed it, that are here to shop for real estate. So of course the in-room channel has a great deal of advertisements from Sotheby's and other folks like that. And as a result, the guest just doesn't even recognize necessarily they're being pitched a Sotheby's ad. They're like, oh, well, of course I've thought about moving here, and it just makes sense. And so again, it isn't just advertising, it augments the experience for the guest. And then within that, of course, the video production that Hutton has provided that shows our different services we have, like our tea and cherry and our breakfast, and just reminds the guests of why they chose us. But again, less in a telling way, but in a showing way, is very powerful. It's been fluid, seamless. I've been very pleased, very, very pleased. Nothing but professionalism, coordination, punctuality, the quality of product when it's been done, the communication process throughout it has been clear. No, it's been not just a painless experience, a pleasant and enjoyable experience. I think the power of the visual is good, especially when it's done as well as it's being done. I also enjoy that the packages and such have an awareness to the needs of the business. So for example, if I were to advertise across town, I know that I could sit down with my advertising agent and talk about where I felt would be the best fit and participate in that versus just it being sort of blindly thrown out there. So I think that that's very important. Again, you add the quality of it and then how it's actually immersed within true information for people visiting Santa Fe. That's why I would promote it for people. I serve tea and cherry to our guests 3 days a week. So I am facing the actual screen itself. So when I say I think the quality is good, I really mean it because I watch it, and I've been impelled to go to different parts of New Mexico, and I'm creating a better list now because of it. And as I'm sitting there watching it myself and watching guests look at it, we occasionally have conversations about what they've seen. They'll turn and often go to the front desk and say, you know, how do I get to this place? Is it somewhere I could go with an hour, or that looks really good? You know, the food shots themselves that I've seen are really captivating. Captivating is not the right word. Tantalizing is the better word for it.
Could you say it one more time, the food shots that you've seen?
Yeah, I think as I look at them, they're tantalizing. I often am like, oh my gosh, I haven't been to that restaurant, I need to go. And one thing that I like about it is, you know, Del Charro is Del Charro, and we know what it is. And it's sort of unique in the downtown area. And so I like to know of other restaurants to refer guests to. To me, it's not about just keeping them here. It's about creating a whole experience for them. And so looking at those, again, tantalizing food shots and being able to say to a guest, you know, if you want to branch out from being right by us or this or that, please go here and check that out. So it's very good. I'll just say that, again, having the TV and the in-room experience goes well beyond it being an advertising vehicle. It actually is a tool for us to provide more value to the guest experience, not just for the inn, but for their Santa Fe, New Mexico experience. What's interesting is it's really straightforward. Just a great product, great production value. It's not complicated. It's a nice, simple business model that works.